At the end of every unit, your teacher has a chance to teach a lesson, but other lessons and their context to enhance. But what do you suppose? Our teachers had to do to skip the lessons and make us present an LEQ.
Elocution needs historical evidence. Reasoning that can cooperate in advance. A complex thesis that Dr. Irish would admire. Then we drop the screencast like a single that is fire.
The screencast for you to like and share. You know you had the other green and holler you can bear. If by the 5th that we had the most views by 10 p.m. we earn 500 bonus points. Hey, with guarantees. Hey, and hey. Without much more.
Fanfare or ado.
Ado.
We present our digital LEQ.
The extent of political change from the spread of Enlightenment ideas after the American Revolution.
The big idea questions. What documents helped spread Enlightenment ideas through America? What was the effect of Enlightenment on important people in America? And lastly, what Enlightenment ideas were developed caused political change in the American Revolution?
Prompt. In the period 1750 to 1900, political revolutions occurred on both sides of the Atlantic Road, in part due to the spread of Enlightenment ideas. Develop an argument that evaluates the extent of political change that resulted from the spread of Enlightenment ideas from one of the following historical processes: the American Revolution, the French Revolution, the Haitian Revolution, or the Latin American Revolution. Thesis. From the period 1750 to 1900, Enlightenment ideas caused political revolutions such as the American Revolution. However, it also resulted in the Declaration of Independence, the Articles of Confederation, and many other things that changed the political views of the United States of America. Therefore, the spread of Enlightenment ideas in the American Revolution resulted in the United States government and the British Parliament officially agreeing to the Treaty of Paris, which ended the American Revolution. Contextualization. The American Revolution occurred between the years of 1775 and 1783. The war resulted in the 13 of Great Britain's North America colonies to gain independence and become the United States of America. After the American Revolution, many things changed, including short-term effects on women's lives, effects on the lives of slaves and blacks, and most importantly, political change with the creation of constitutions, more political participation, etc.
Primary historical evidence number 1. The unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with one another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitled them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they declare the causes which impel them to separation. The first primary source that we are referring to is the Declaration of Independence. Enlightenment ideas caused the 13 colonies to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with one another, which caused them to be independent.
Sourcing and situation. Source number 1. The source above is the Declaration of Independence, a 1776 written document. This primary source is relevant to our thesis because it explains the different Enlightenment ideas of that time period, which caused the creation of important documents to be made that are still used to this day.
His Britannic Majesty acknowledges the said United States viz. New Hampshire, Massachusetts Bay, Rhode Island, and Providence Plantations, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia to be free, sovereign, independent states that he treats with them as such, and for his heirs, successors, relinquishes all claims to government, property, and territorial rights, the same in every part thereof. This source allows the readers to view the changes that have come from Enlightenment ideas. Due to Enlightenment ideas, the colonies were able to free, sovereign, and independent states. They were able to be recognized as independent of one another, and they could stand on their own. As to the history of the revolution, my ideas may be peculiar, perhaps singular. What do we mean by the revolution? The war? There was no part of the revolution. It was only an effect and consequence of it. The revolution was in the minds of the people, and this was effected from 1760 to 1775 in the course of 15 years before a drop of blood was shed at Lexington. The records of the 13 legislators, the pamphlets, the newspapers, and all the colonies ought to be consulted during that period to ascertain the steps by which the public opinion was enlightened and informed concerning the authority of Parliament over the colonies. In this primary source of a letter from John Adams to Thomas Jefferson in 1815, Adams is explaining to Jefferson that his idea of the American Revolution was actually just being a war and a consequence of the actual revolution, which was the revolution within the thoughts and ideas of society. Which this allows readers to understand how Enlightenment ideas affected the way in which influencers thought the importance of the colonies' ideas.
Secondary source number 1. Soon after America won the war from Great Britain, Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence stated that America had won the revolution from Great Britain and that they had gained their independence. And this allows readers to know that one of the effects of the American Revolution was the creation of the Declaration of Independence. And Enlightenment ideas gave the strength and courage to revolt and cause political change, such as becoming independent.
This source is an essay about how the Enlightenment ideas had influence on the American Revolution. Throughout this source, the reader will be able to examine what events led up to the American Revolution and the result of it. This secondary source is relevant to our topic because it presents the fact that Enlightenment ideas gave people the courage to fight in order to make change.
Secondary source number 2. Locke, along with French philosopher Pierre Bayle, began to champion the idea of the separation of church and state. Secret societies like the Freemasons, Bavarian Illuminati, and the Rosicrucians flourished, offering European men and a few women new modes of fellowship, historic ritual, and mutual assistance. Coffee houses, newspapers, and literary salons emerged as new venues for ideas to circulate. And this source gives readers an idea of how, after the American Revolution, Enlightenment ideas caused philosophers and other important people to create new ways in which ideas and knowledge can circulate within America.
Within this source, you are able to see the effects and changes of Enlightenment ideas. It is relevant to the topic because it presents the readers with early, high, and late stages of Enlightenment. Here, the reader can build their own understanding of what life was like in that time period.
Source number 3. The said states hereby severally enter into a firm league of friendship with each other for the common defense, the security of the liberties, and the mutual and general welfare, binding themselves to assist each other against all force offered to or attacks made upon them, or any of them, on account of religion, sovereignty, trade, and any other pretense whatever. And this also tells us that Enlightenment ideas influenced the colonies to create the Articles of Confederation and allow a bigger thing of ideas and rights of the people within the colonies, and commencing a document protecting those ideas and religion.
AP Modern World History Themes. Theme 2, Cultural Developments and Interactions. This theme ties back to our topic because during this time period, people became more independent, therefore their way of living changed. Theme 3, Governance. This ties back to the theme because the spread of Enlightenment ideas in the American Revolution resulted in the United States government and the British Parliament officially agreeing to the Treaty of Paris, which ended the American Revolution.
Again, here's the big idea questions. Take this time to pause the video and give them a try.
Here are the answers to the questions. Take time to pause the video and go over them. This concludes our video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video to get us the most views.